Today, Millie and I are just doing a small video showing you the layout that we've got here in the woods. As you've probably seen from my previous videos, they're about kind of bugging out and stealth camping and things like that, but what if you can make a more permanent camp in the woods? What would it be like? Well, I'm fortunate enough that I've had the opportunity to do that, so what I'm doing today is sharing with you how this camp's set up. Great little camp. We've got a big Arctic bell tent set on a platform. Oh, there you go. Set on a platform. 10-man tent. It's got a stove in it. We've got benches in the woods for working on. Open fire pit in the woods for camp. Sorry, Millie's licking the cameraman. Go on, Millie. We've even built a dedicated toilet hut in the woods as well, and I'm gonna, sound funny enough how it sounds, but building a toilet that you'll find pleasant enough to use in the woods and that's practical in the woods, yet environmentally friendly. So I'm going to show you that as well, and obviously we've got a practice shooting range here in the woods as well. So I'm just going to share all this with you today and show you around the place. Might give you a bit of inspiration if you get the opportunity to do something like this yourselves. Okay, I hope you enjoy the video. See the camp from here, and my dad's sat next to the fire there. And we've got the bench just round the other side as well. And we've got the picnic bench, got the rack, which I've got my the bows on at the moment. And as you go around, you can see through the gap in the trees there. We've got the practice range as well. We've got 5 bosses set up, and the range from 5 metres, because you've got to practice your close-up shots, up to 30 metres, but we know that if you stand back here you've got a practice range of about 40 metres. And as I go around here, you see just through there, there's the toilet block as well. As we look around the camp here, you can see the Arctic bell tent sat there, the stove fitted in the back. And as we go around here, got a nice outdoor area with a bit of a cover, with a good workbench there as well. Got the axe sharpener on the table, but you can see it's got the sides give a little bit of protection from the wind, but to be honest, we're in a steep-sided valley, so it tends not to get too windy in here. A little fire pit there. You can see we've put a bench next to it. Bench can be used for obviously sitting next to when it's really cold, close up to the fire, or we often keep water on there in summer for when we make sure we put the fire out properly. Also, obviously, if we're making a cuppa using a tripod and kettle, we can put the cups and that, set them out on there as well. I'll take you around here. See a couple of picnic benches as well. We've got a bow rack there, and obviously not just used for bows, but anything that we need to hang up as well, keep off the ground outdoors, so it doesn't clutter up the tent. See there as well, obviously this Arctic tent, it's got a mosquito net on the inside as well, so in summer you can leave the doors open but let plenty of air in. Put the step as well, built the step to make it much easier to get into. So there's the flue in action behind. You can see the amount of smoke coming out of that, and it's getting dispersed amongst the trees. However, when you look at a larger fire, hello Dad, when you look at the larger fire, you can see that the smoke's quite giving off quite a bit more of a signature. I could actually see that coming out of the when I was outside the woods. I could see it coming out of the woods, but you can see that the stove is pretty much dispersing straight away, so much more efficient, much more stealth-like. Because we have the tent here permanently as well, what we do is put all the ropes going upwards instead of downwards, so you can see everything's tied up to the trees, so you can walk in a lot easier. As you can see under there, keep some gear under there. There's Millie. You can see, step back, all the guide ropes coming off it are all up in the air, nothing to trip over. Give them enough leeway that obviously these trees sway in the wind. Just look how high they are. So they do sway in the wind literally from the ground upwards, so we've got to make sure that everything's fixed up and is flexible. What we found is nails were shearing off in the wind. You can see there where we've put the rack in the tree. It was nailed in originally, but when the winds came and those two trees moved at different speeds, it sheared the nails off them, so you can see now just roped up. There's Millie in the middle watching me. So this is the toilet area. Actually that it was built specifically for this out of recycled timber and wood. Underneath that there's actually about a metre and a half pit dug. So I'm just going to show you the construction of this. If you're ever wondering how to set up a toilet outside, obviously what you don't want is windows in it. You also don't want the door blowing open. So indoors, see there, we've actually used clear plastic on the roof, so obviously totally waterproof. Tell the bloke's been in here because he ain't put the lid down. You can see there, a couple of candles when you need to come at night, obviously hand cleaner. It locks from the inside as well, obviously. We can have a bit of fun though locking people in sometimes as well, but somewhere to hang your jacket as well when you shut the door. But you can see, nice and spacious, nice and airy, but all the privacy that you need. Shame you can't leave the door open, because look at the views you've got over the valley. So it's a shame to put a door on the toilet, but we thought we'd better for privacy. So we've got an archery range, practice range, all set out from small individual targets. There's Millie, and there's my dad. So you can see we've got bosses set out up to 40 metres at the back there. So I don't know if you can see the one right at the far end. So, yeah.